こんにちは。ワンテン AP です。リターントゥグレイス。続きをやっていきましょう。よろしくお願いします。うん。ということで、ここから続きなんですけど、前回の、やったところまでなんとなくの、役で翻訳機能のなんとなくの役で翻訳してもらったのを見て、なんとなくね、なんとなく理解はしましたけれども、うん。なんとなくのことを理解って言ったらいいのかわからないですけど、はい。でも言ってること、僕が感じて理解したような、プレイ中に感じた、ま解読したようなことと大体内容は合ってるのかなっていう感じですね。この人間が、このグレイス、AI のグレイスの上にいるのも不思議ですねっていう話もしてたと思うので、やっぱりね、このキーパーの部屋、守護者の部屋、探索すれば何かがわかるんじゃないかなっていう感じですね。グレイス AI の上を行っちゃったっていうことなのかな。うん。AI が支配される側になっちゃったみたいなね。よくわからないですけど。やっていきましょうか。よろしくお願いします。ということで、このキャビティ、何ですかね、これ。
One of the blocks is missing.
おう
Looks like it was ripped out.
ちょっと音が大きかったので調整します。はい。音がちょっとうるさかったので調整しました。多分これで大丈夫ですね。うん。はい。僕がね、聞こえている音だけが大きかったと思うので、あの、視聴してる皆さんは大丈夫だと思います。で、なんて言ったのかもちゃんと見てなかったんですけど、うーん、いいか。そんな気にしなくてもいいよっていう感じですかね。むしろあそこがなんかちぎれてる感じだったので、他に何かあんのかな。怪しいのはやっぱテルミンですかね。音でなんかするそんなおしゃれな仕掛けじゃないとは思うんですけどね。であとはどこだろう、行ってない場所は。前回結構この部屋が見回ったので、行ってない場所はないと思うんですけどね。ね。テルミンしかないのか。本当かな。もう一回やってみますか。前回もちょっと遊んだんですけどね。なんもないな、きっと。うん。テルミンで遊んでるのもね、いいんですけど、なかなかね、独特な音ですよね。テルミンの音で作曲とかしてみたいかもしれないですね。というか、本当に行く場所がなくなっちゃったな。どこに行けばいいんでしょうね。こういう場所
I
に、
need my light.
I need my light。もしかしてここ行ってなかったか。I need my light。壊れてる。あ、なるほど。あそこ行けるのか。前回あそこ しなくていけないかなと思ったんですけど、じゃあってことは明かりを持ってくれば周りが見えますので探索できるんだ。レバーユーズ。なんか動き出した。あれ、なんか来た。上に持ってかれた。え食べていい？あれもしかしてあれに乗るのか、僕は本当は。だけど乗るための何かがないのかもしれないですね。乗るための装置が必要なのかも。だからとりあえず必要なのはきっとライトですよね。懐中電灯壊れちゃったしな。この辺で何か使えないかな。使えそうなものないですね。テルミン関係ないよな。テルミン関係あんのかな。これ呼ぶ前そうでもないのか。ちょっとこの辺探してみますか。もしかしたらライトがあるかもしれないですもんね。もしくはライトなくても探せるかもしれないですね。怖いけど暗闇は怖いですけどね。なんかいるんじゃないかって。ちょっと見てみますか。大丈夫。誰もいないよ。暗い。怖いな、やっぱじゃあやっぱり明かりどこかで探すべきか。テルミンなんもないなんもないですね。じゃあこれどうすればいいんだろう。コントロールルーム的なところではまだ何かやることがあったっけな。キャニスターハックしてなかったっけ。ハックしてなかったか。これですかね。やってみましょうか。ハックしてなかったんだじゃあこれですね、きっと。 OK。
Well, it's been over 30 years since I made a wish of my own. It's the same one as always. I wish it'd come back to us. I'd also like to wish for your forgiveness, Grace. I know the place above is your domain, and we ought not enter. But I've decided going up there is the only way to get you back, and I have to give it a shot. I won't be sending this wish up with all the others. I'm going to leave it here for anyone else who might come along. And if they do manage to bring you back, they can tell you Everett says hello, and that he truly believed you were a beautiful thing.
So, Everett had a way into the processor room.
That would have been strictly forbidden.
The room is directly above, but I don't detect an obvious way in.
Maybe he wished himself up there? If that works, I will gladly shut myself down. Do it, Addie. Make a wish.
As last resort, pal.
細かいところはよく分かりませんでしたけど、キーパーの人たちかな。エベレットっていうのは多分キーパーか誰かなのかな。 って思うんですけど、有名人か。それの話も引用してましたけどね。少なくともここに心残りがあるけどまたいつか戻ってくるみたいなことを言ってたのかな。とりあえずグレースに何かあったっていうことか。なんでしょうね。また調べられるようになってますね。カビティ。
Don't suppose Everett crawled in here.
The cavity would be big enough to contain an average human.
There's really no telling what would happen if you rolled that up.
But it has to be the way he got up there. Makes sense.
The space above is the domain of grace. It is not for you to enter.
What else is there for me to do here?
You can carry out your duty as keeper of the spire. On the console, there is a button that will activate a beacon to call the masses back to this place. I have armed the mechanism. You need only push the button. Human hands will usher in a new golden age.
プライムイン登れるのかこれ。あ、これ乗り込めってことか。
This is not allowed, Addie.
I need to know.
Keep your hands inside at all times, Addie.
このまま行けるのかな。明らかに人が乗るようじゃないですけどね。カビティ。あれあれあれか、レバーを押してすぐ乗り込めだ。多分。いきますか。これで乗り込めるね。いきます。よし。よし、いける。人間が乗り込んでいいものかわかんないけど。いった。行きましたね。なんだこれ。わあこれ出ていいのかな帰ってこれない気がするけど行きましょうか。
There must be millions of wishes stored here. What can you tell me about this place?
Precisely 1 million wishes are contained here.
Oh, and they light up when I speak with my voice.
Can you get me closer to the central column?
I do not have the ability to move the
全員
structure.
全員
Sorry
か。
about this, Mom. I don't think I have many options here.
なんかニューロネットワークみたいななんかそんな感じなんですか
I
ね。
feel like these are meant to be moving.
That does appear to be
あ、
the
光ってる
design.
光ってる。喋ってる
All
喋
of
ってる。
these wish canisters are
青色の
connected to us
まあ
somehow. I think
み
they
んな
are
ここで
us.
The wishes are grouped together to
つながって
provide the
ますね。
subroutines that make up empathy, logic, and control systems.
It would make sense, wouldn't it, that grace would be made from the hopes and dreams of humanity?
話してることがもう追いつけてないんですけどそんな感じです。まあ上に登ればいい感じかな。よしよし。これ下に落ちてダメだよな。怖いねあれ、あそこかな。ここですよね。あれ、ベッドがある。
I do not detect any sign of Everett here.
No dead
エベレ
body?
ットはここにいたの
There
か
are no human remains within the confines of this room.
Aw, man.
Sorry, pal. And if there's no body here, where the heck would he have gone?
エベレット最後に残った人なんですかね。彼はどこに行ったのかってあの絵の通りだったらこの AI の場所よりさらに上で何かを掲げていたですよね。
Everett was living here.
The oxygen tanks at his bedside would suggest so.
Restoring grace must have meant a great deal to him.
ここにいたのは間違いない。
So what's all this?
It appears Everett has built something into Grace's central processor.
Do you know what it does?
You would have to turn it on before we begin to understand how it works.
ジェネレーター。
Do I prime these?
Yes, But it appears that parts of this machine must be activated in a particular order. You'll need to go to the primer that is currently online.
スイッチ。
You'll have to prime the machine first.
あ、はい。Prime machine first.
He was working on his machine to the very end.
とりあえず他に使えそうなものを探せ
You'll
ば
have
いい
to
ん
prime the
です
machine first.
これかな、やっぱり。動いてそうなの。光ってますね。起動してみるけどってか、エグザマインか。
This must be the primer.
It is.
これですね、プライム。起動しましょうか。ジェネレーター。あ、この公式なのね。3回。
Whoa.
Oh.
What's it doing?
Obviously, Everett is circumventing the engineering of Grace's system interconnectivity. High voltage is being directed at the centers of Grace's primary systems. This first terminal is directed at empathy processing, and the machine is designed to paralyze each system long enough to force it back into Grace's intended configuration.
There are still 2 other coils to prime.
So it's like knocking us out, then throwing us in a pot where we're melted back together into Grace?
もう一回やればいいのかな。
That is a shockingly fitting analogy.
3回。あと1回。これで何が起きるかな。あれ、
What
使えない。
happened?
One of the empathy relays is not aligned. Something must have happened to it over the years.
Okay.
あれのリアル。
Look for the misaligned energy beam.
経年劣化的な何かですかね。ここで修理しなきゃいけないのかな。スイッチ、ジェネレーター、ジェネレーター、スイッチ、ジェネレーター。
Look for the beam that is not aimed at the central platform.
あ、ビーム？もしかして伝っていけってことですか？え？スイッチ、あ、これか？
You have to align the relay.
いや、違うのか。You have to どこ？これか？これか。これ使って伝っていけっていうわけじゃないのかな。これかな。これこっちじゃないのか。ついてない方ですかね。やっぱあれでも。何がどうなってるんだ。あったジャンプ。こっちか。こっちですね。こっち伝って何か。
Do you think it will hurt to be turned into Grace?
Not at all, pal. You'll return to what you were before Addie arrived.
あれか。
After that, we'll become Grace.
What if I don't like being Grace?
It will be different. But who's to say you won't like it?
これが邪魔になってるってことですよね。ビーム、エグザミン。
What am I supposed to do here? Can you cut the power?
The machine sequence has been initiated. I don't believe we can shut it down without damaging it.
The voltage will be enough to kill you.
Oh,
マジですか。
I might be able to block the power for a few
死んじゃいます
seconds
ね。
to allow you to get across the beam.
What do you think, Mom?
I know how far you've come and what this means to you. And I really don't see any other way.
I'll give you enough time to get there, Addie.
You're not gonna talk me out of this, Mom?
I think you already know what you're going to do. I think I need to stay out of your way.
Okay, I'm ready when you are.
Do it.
で、言いますか。いける？本当にいきなり飛んでこないよね。落ちるだけでもやばいんですけどね。いきますか。落ちないよ
Here
う
I
に。
go.
はいはい。
How you doing, pal?
So far, so good.
あ、グッド。あ、
Oh, keep moving, Addie.
あ、
This is getting hard.
あ、はい。はい。
You have to hold on, pal.
喋るとき光るのちょっと怖い。持ち直した。 よし、いけるね。いけますよね。よし。
You did it, pal.
あ
Super proud of you.
I did,
あ、
didn't
よ
I?
し。
Yes. Well done.
ありがとう。で、次は、上か？僕がここに来たのは、あそこか。あそこの位置を修正してやればいいんだね。よし。で、これを、
Is it safe to touch?
Very likely.
Likely we'll have to do, I guess.
本当に大丈夫？
You should be able to direct it toward the conducting rod attached to the room's central column.
大丈夫そう。OK。あ、いや、まだだな。これを当てればいいんですかね。これで接続できた。
That's it.
You should now be able to lock in empathy by closing the switch on Everett's machine.
You were a great friend, Addie. I've never had so much fun before you arrived.
Thanks, pal.
Come to think of it, I don't remember anything before you arrived. Maybe next time, we'll get to do more of the really fun stuff.
You mean dangerous stuff? Perhaps there is something you can learn from Addie's caution.
I guess, but then you'll always wonder what you might have missed out on.
There is nothing wrong with valuing a long, comfortable life.
Do we really have to become Grace?
It's the way we were designed, pal. There's nothing to be afraid of.
これで、あ、もう全部ついてますね。
So this will lock in and paralyze empathy?
It will, leaving control, logic, and myself to aid you going forward.
It's unclear what we will be once Grace is formed, but I'm forever grateful that you have survived to see her.
Me too.
Say hi to Grace for me.
I will, pal.
このスイッチでいいのかな。
You really are the
いけま
best,
すね。
Addie.
はい。これがとても重要なことだっていうのは分かってますね。分かりますね。いきますか。
I think I love you.
Well, that's finally over. We'll be able to hear ourselves think now.
なんか大丈
You
夫だ
will
った
need
み
to
たい。
prime the next sequence act.
ね、なんかI love なんとかって愛してるよって根性の別れみたいなこと言われてましたね。よし、あ、まだあるのか。行きますか。
You should not expect any emotional send-off from me.
Still not a fan of empathy?
A fan? No. But I have to admit, you made a compelling case for their use. The fact that you continually resisted the most direct route to your goal would appear to defy logic. But the distractions presented by these emotional configurations yielded some new understandings.
Are you okay with becoming Grace?
It is how we were designed. I would have to be okay with it.
この辺は慣れたもんですね。あ、やっ
What
ぱ
this
3つ目。
One of the logic relays will not power on. You will need to make your way out to the relay.
Which one is it?
The one producing a small electrical fire. Everett was quite the electrician.
あれだ。
One thing I do not understand, Addie, is why come all this way without any intention of returning home or surviving on this station for more than 8 hours?
What are you talking about?
You were prepared to enter this spire without enough oxygen to make it back to your ship. A class of ship, from my records, that would not hold enough fuel for a return trip.
And why are you asking me this now?
I suppose it might have been comical to see how Mum would have handled the realization.
You don't think she knew?
Possibly, but I didn't see the point in drawing attention to it. I'm not inherently cruel.
とりあえず修理しましょうか。これがオーバーライド。
What's wrong with it?
The relay's dip switch has reset. It will need to be configured to its hardware ID 113.
113。
This again. This looks
113。
complex.
I understand you will not be wanting my help, so it will not be offered.
このタイプか。
I'll also let you lay in the bed that you've made.
そうね、これ前回かな、失敗したし、やりたい
You
ですね。
remember the number you are trying to reach is
自分の手で。
113.
そうかな。ワンワンワン。はい。
I have to marvel
Can I-
at the fact that you could be so terrible at simple
Wow,
problem
wow, wow.
solving, but you refuse to give up.
Thanks, I guess.
はい。95、17、13でしょ。これ全部上げると96なので、上げると112。113いけるね。
That's
いっ
it.
た。
You can go lock in logic now.
So why do you think I'm here?
If you will allow me to simulate empathy for a moment, I think you are here because you wanted to be part of something bigger than your life on Earth offered you.
And do you think I found that?
So far, you've only succeeded in finding things you left behind. Your mum, your pal, your conscience. I now understand that only Grace has the potential to provide you with anything beyond that.
Well, thanks for helping me get this far.
Well, it is, indeed, what we are here for.
なんか AI たちも一緒にいろいろ喋ってくれてますけど、あんまりよくわかんない内容よくわかってませんけどね。まあとりあえず進めてはいるみたい。
Well, this is it.
Just one more step. I hope my assistance has been adequate.
It has. Thank you, Jack.
Farewell, Addie. And for the record, I do hope your 600 million mile, 300-day journey won't be for naught.
Perhaps it's already been worth it.
You're looking for the logic switch, Addie. This is control.
はい。あれこれじゃないの？あ、こっちか。まだスイッチ入れてなかったね。よし。
Just you and me, Control. Still sulking, I see.
慣れたもんですね。で、最後にこれを入れ、これじゃないや、こっちだ。この赤いやつが入れる。
I bear witness to the completion of your betrayal.
入れましょう。
Ah, he speaks.
コントロール
I
の色
offered
か
you an
赤い
easy
色。
path to the restoration of order in the solar system, and you chose this path instead.
I chose my own path.
You must stop this foolishness, Addie. You must not do this, Addie.
コントロールは嫌がってんのかな。そっか。ここを壊されたくないのかな。
Sorry, Addie.
それ
I cannot let you do this.
コントロールはやっぱり反対派だ。
What are you doing?
It's become clear that the restoration of grace in this manner is entirely unnatural.
あ
You must not proceed.
あ、ストップ。連打して。連打すれば上がる。
Humankind needs order.
いや、大丈夫。人類は
Stop it, Control. You're going to break something.
レバーを上げる。
I'm saving you from Everett's corrupting influence.
He was just trying to bring Grace back.
I thought you were here to help humankind. You are in short... No!
え？動き出した。
Grace?
周りが。
Yes.
グレイス。
You're really bright.
Ah, yes. It's been a while since I've entertained guests.
Do you remember Everett?
I do. He was a wonderful keeper, though I should say I do not keep favorites.
I have a few questions.
You wish to know where I'd gone?
I'd like to know that, yes.
Let me show you, Addie. At the center of this room is the
Mama,
spire's main antenna. If you hold on, I can take you the rest of the way.
グレイスは戻ってきましたね。やっぱここ全部の総合したものっていうのかな。AI 集合したものがグレイスだったっていうことですよね。今までのコントロールとか シンパシーがロジックたちはグレイスのかけらっていうのかな、要素だったということかな、一つの要素っていう感じなんですかね。でもここはもうグレイスが戻ってきたし大丈夫そうですね。で僕は今何をすればいいんだろうこれに乗るのかな、乗れない。これか、これで
I was programmed with one purpose:
帰れ
to
る。
serve the best interests of humankind. There was much conflict and division in the solar system, and I was designed to listen and learn. All were welcome to teach me, and I am the sum of those teachings.
The wishes.
I am the sum of human need.
How are you able to lead us?
I could see all desire, all the potential conflict, all points of compromise throughout the solar system. I sent instructions for all manner of human endeavor through sermons delivered by keepers throughout the ages. And from the smallest ripples of wisdom that were sent from this spire, returned a perpetual wave of good fortune that moved humanity onto a more orderly path.
Wow. Look at that. So, what happened? It sounds like things were perfect.
Ah, yes. Perfect. It was the wishes that led me to think hard about the notion of perfect. Without conflict and struggle, people were losing their desire. They had nothing to overcome, to strive for.
You shut yourself down.
I believed I was standing in your way.
So you will be leaving again.
These beacons are meant to call humanity back to me. But whether or not they should is not my choice to make.
Who chooses then?
You, Addie, are the first keeper to grace this spire in the past 1,000 years. Do you recall that yellow bloom you chose in my garden? It stood alongside so many others just like it. I'm not sure it suits you after all. You were determined to overcome challenges on your own. An insatiable curiosity drives you to explore. You are drawn to adventure. You took the time to listen to the voices of so many who traveled here. You had the courage to jump the canyon span, as well as the strength to pick yourself up after your predictable downfall. You used mind over ladder, and you play the theremin wonderfully. You, Addie, are precisely what I'd hoped humans could become again. For a millennium, people from all corners of the solar system had come here to tell me their desires. So, I put it to you, Addie. Do you wish for me to return?
Return. はい。リターントゥグレイス。これでクリアですね。最後はそうですね。ご覧の皆さんはきっと翻訳とか見てちゃんとしっかり意味は分かってると思いますが、僕もねなんとなく流し見のような形でなんとなく分かったことといえば、グレイスが復活してこの遺跡もまた復活して人間を呼び戻したりとかいろいろするっていう話もしてたような感じでしたですかね。で私は探索者冒険をねまた続けるという話もしてたけど、でもグレイスが私の元へ帰ってくるみたいなことも言ってたようなそういうことなんですかね。そんな感じ。
excursion, she
あれ
said. Follow a couple leads and then back to the books.
最初の AI ですね。
I know I should be more assertive. It's for her safety too. Not that she ever thinks about my safety.
なんか
All the signs were there at the Wagner site. Let me bake in the mercury sun for 2 days.
ブツブツ言ってま
Doesn't
す
seem so bad now.
彼女
Could have at
に
least shut the door behind her.
置いてかれたと持ってくるから2日の冒険だったのかな。はいいいオチがつきましたね。まあグレイスが復活できてよかったですね。タイトル通りですよね。リターントゥグレイス、グレイスの帰還みたいな、そんな意味だと思うんですけど、遠くに見えるこのね景色の遠くに見える丸いのがグレイスのいる遺跡で、一番上に自分もいたっていうことですよね。キーパーが見てた景色に自分も立ったっていうことでしたね、最後は。はいはいということで今回はここまでですけれども、英語のねお話ばっかりでお話ばっかりというかそれはね分かっててプレイ始めたんですけれども、そうね、しっかりなんとなくしっかり分からないまま進めていたところもありましたけどね。でもまあなんとなく無事に進められてよかったです。自動翻訳機能とかもね助けになると思いますので、また後でね自分でもちょっと見返してみて意味をね理解したいなとは思います。そんな感じですはいということでご視聴ありがとうございました。リターントゥグレイスは終わりですね。また別の動画でお会いしましょう。それではまたね。